Heathen thought of the day.
I trust you've had your thinking cap on. Indeed,
all the time. Oh, you actually want me to reveal, not just confirm that I think?
This does not give your thought today.
I do think. Seeing as you liked my last thought, you may enjoy this one also. Equality.
Equality Street.
In my, again, humble opinion, it's a purely philosophical idea and is, in practicality, an impossible ideal to achieve.
It's just a buzzword.
And you might ask why. And I'm not even talking about, like male, female. I'm just talking about like an equal society where everyone feels like, the way this society is structured now is fair. Because the problem is, from person to person, people have such different ideas of what would be fair. And even, now I am going to take an example with feminism, which is that when, before women got the vote, for like...
when the world was still good.
At least 100 years or so building up to all the protests and the eventual change in the law, there were many women themselves who didn't think that women should be able to vote.
It still exists now.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. But even within that then, you would think, oh, well, surely all women think that they should have equal rights to men, but nope. No, they do not. And that's just a small microcosm of all the various things that take to make a society and all the laws and whatnot. So, yeah, I think it's a nice idea, but it's just a shame that it's, in my opinion, again, impossible to achieve.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, what is equality across the book? Because you just said you gave a very small example based in feminism, which isn't even scratching the surface of even that point yet, let alone like the rest of everything that's to do with supposed equality and all that. I mean, where do you stop? Is it like, oh, everyone in Italy pays €1 for a coffee, so everyone in every other European country has to pay €1 for a coffee? It's just never ending. So it's an impossible task at much bigger, with much bigger issues. Kind of
yeah,
thing
even
like
on the large scale, democracy versus one person making the decisions, or you've got different forms of government like socialism versus not. So, for example, some people think that, take Sweden, which is where I'm partly from, they're quite a socialist country, so taxes are very high, which means that the people who don't earn as much and maybe need more state help get a lot of benefits, and a lot of people obviously think this is great. But on the other hand, you've got people paying high taxes who hate the fact that their hard work is, kind of pointless to them because it's all been taken away.
The problem is, it's okay helping people that need it, but as is human nature, most people will just abuse it. And that's the problem.
Yeah, but even with this, what we're saying right now, people are going to agree or disagree, and that just proves the point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you've got like the tiniest little minuscule form of society where people have signed up with everything explained to them beforehand, this is how everything works, and they've decided, I like that, then maybe you can get a society that they all consider to be equal. But
what I'd say is, look after and do your best for yourself first, then start worrying about other people. If everyone looked after themselves and stop just like we're living in a very moany age at the moment. Oh, can't do this because of this, and it's just there's most things like the conversation of so-called equality in this day and age is just not even worth really getting into, because it's just, like I say, there's just too many idiots in the world and they all get in the way basically. So my thoughts is about, once again, a trailer that I've seen for a movie that I should be liking but won't be, and that is for Predator Badlands.
Badlands.
Where the hell do I begin with this? First of all, the Predator is CGI for the most part. Looks absolutely terrible. He looks like Eduardo Camavinga, so I don't want to see a Predator that looks like Eduardo Camavinga. Also, we have again the merging of the worlds of Alien and Predator. Now, it just doesn't work. You've already had two full.
I don't think so.
It's already had full blown movies, and there's nothing interesting from either film. You know, if you're given Alien, Predator together, you should be making a classic movie. Failure on all fronts on both of those films.
It's no Freddy versus Jason, is it?
Yeah, that is a better one because it's just less silly, and you know the characters are, well, unless you take kind of like the first movie of Freddy, the characters are a bit more silly. Whereas Predator and Alien is definitely, you know, a dead straight kind of film, and I just feel like the two just don't belong in the same universe, if that's what you would call it. I don't mind seeing like a little Easter egg of, say, right in the background of one tiny scene in a Predator movie, you'll see a xenomorph head, and vice versa. I don't mind that, but putting them together, they don't seem like they belong to me. And the other things about the trailer is, once again, you've got a comedy character who accompanies the Predator during his hunt in this new world, and it's just a character that's like, again, like the marvelized slop, a character that's just there to, you know, give quips and supposed comedy lines. It's absolutely pathetic. And Disney, once again, are the ones that are in charge of it. Disney shouldn't have Predator. They are completely the wrong company to handle a movie, a franchise like Predator. The movies have only gotten worse. The first one is classic. The second one is great. Predators was okay. The Predator, not very good. Then by the time you get to Prey, which was, you know, you got a bunch of paid off or just stupid mainstream critics who were saying, "Oh, this is the best Predator since Predator." They've just gradually gotten worse. Every single Predator movie has gradually gotten worse. And when I saw the trailer to this new one, Badlands, after 15 seconds, I said, "No, this looks terrible." And then across the screen it says, "From the director of Prey." I was like, no wonder it looks like a giant turd. I will not see this in the cinema. I probably won't even bother watching it if it comes out on streaming, whatever. It just looks the same as all this other shite out there, and it's not doing any justice. Just Prey did no justice to the character of the Predator, who is supposed to hunt the people, the group, or the person who is the biggest threat to him because he needs a challenge. In Prey, he's fighting a 5'3" girl who can't shoot a bow and arrow. You know, at the beginning, it does no justice to the character whatsoever, and everything is wrong with it.
I'm not a Predator fan, as in I don't have a problem with it. I just haven't really watched it. It's not something that's appealed to me. Alien, yeah. But going back to what you're saying about this with the quips and the jokes and stuff, there are obviously so many films, horror, action, wherever, where it does work. I mean, RoboCop is hilarious. But
it's not try hard. It's a great script. The difference
Cabin
is
Fever,
the scripts for these movies are piss poor.
All of these things are, you know, the humour works.
RoboCop isn't try hard funny. It's just funny, satirically funny. You know.
Yeah, of course, it's a certain type of humour, but I'm still saying that humour can work. But I know, for example, obviously you've rewritten the script for Heathen a few times over, well, the years that you've been perfecting it. And I know at the start you had some kind of funny moments in it. That sort of unintentional humour. And you said to me once that you were going to, and you did subsequently, specifically go through the entire script and take out anything that was, you know, too funny, because sometimes it just shouldn't be there. And again, I can't really have such a strong opinion for Predator, but there are certain films where they've added humour where I just think it's not the right subject matter, it's not the right tone, it's not the right film for humour. Have it in the right ones, but don't put it in every film.
Everything, yeah. Again, it's more laziness. And again, Predator, the original Predator, even the second one, fucking voodoo magic man, there are funny lines. And if you go back to the original, it's a very macho movie. You've got like a group of mercenaries. And it's obviously an Arnie movie, so of course you get one-liners. But I'd even say that the kind of one-liners in Predator that they give to Arnie, just specifically Arnie's ones, the two of them don't belong in there to stick around and knock knock. I still personally love that just because I love Arnie. But the problem is, all those lines were written naturally by Shane Black, and everyone since then has just tried to kind of copy it. And when you copy something and just don't make it natural, of course it's not going to be funny. It's not going to be an iconic line or anything like that. And personally, I'm just sick of
Everything.
particularly my genres. Violent action, horror, serious sci-fi, just being filled now with just people who are just quipping all the time, and it's always like these really lame characters. If I take Barbarian as an example, there's a bit where the girl finds the basement for the first time. She looks at it and just goes, "Nope." Like, you just wouldn't do that. It's if we were making a serious movie, make a
I would
serious
say Ish
movie.
don't think so.
Make a serious movie. Don't. It's just cheapened now. Everything is cheapened by this crap humor.
Yeah.
And Predator is now, it's just dead. It's been dead for a little while. I probably would never have watched The Predator again, but after Prey, I'd watch The Predator 100 times out of 100 over Prey, and this new one's just going to be even worse. I just don't know when people are going to get to be able to take back. I'm not sure if anyone's ever going to be able to take back these kind of franchises because they're all in the wrong hands. So this is another reason why you need new stuff. Mm-hmm. Stuff that isn't tainted. Stuff that isn't going to be ruined by people who should be nowhere near it in the writing room, in the director's chair, and so forth. Producers, a lot of them. They're all inept.